Hello everyone, today I'm back building another Minecraft statue tutorial. Today we're going to be building the Bride of Frankenstein from the Creature Commandos TV show, which is a DC TV show obviously. Let's go ahead and get started. She is, by the way, she's going to be, I think, my third to last Creature Commando statue I build. We're gonna have to wait till the TV show comes out, to see who else is in the show. See if like there's any mysterious characters that haven't been shown off and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and get started. So the materials you're going to be needing are black concrete, black wool, red concrete, brown terracotta, block of gold, red terracotta, red nether bricks, prismarine, wax oxidized copper, white wool, and magenta wool. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to do a row of 8 with the black concrete. We're going to go on top of this by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and fill in these rows. The next 2 rows are going to be black wool. The next 3 rows are going to be 1 red concrete, 6 black wool, 1 red. Do that 2 more times. The next 2 rows are going to be 2 red, 4 black wool, 2 red. There we go, there's the legs. For the torso, we are going to do, for the first row of the torso, we're going to do 2 red, 1 brown terracotta, 2 gold, 1 brown, 2 red. The next 4 rows are going to be 2 red, 4 black concrete, or wool, 2 red. And then do that 3 more times. So something like this. Alright. For the next row, we're going to do 2 red. Bring this red outward. Same thing on the other side. And then 4 black. And you're going to do the exact same thing on the next row. For the next row, we're going to bring both of these forward, not just the first one. Like that. And then in the middle here, we're going to place 2 black on the sides. And then we're going to place a prismarine on the left and a copper on the right. And just to go ahead and get the collar done so we don't have to worry about it, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4 with the red concrete. Go ahead and build that up. Same over here. And then you're going to do the same on these, but what you're going to do is you're actually going to make these blocks prismarine. Go 1 block back so it's not 3D. And then go ahead and fill in these little areas. So you should have something that looks like that. And right beneath this block, you're going to knock these out and replace them with blocks of gold. So now for the skin, we're going to do the prismarine first, just because it's a little, just get it kind of separated. So we're going to do 2 right here, another 2 here, then we're going to do 3, and then the top row will be entirely prismarine. And then what we have left will be copper. Like so. So there we have it. There's the front of her. It's pretty simple. There's really not a lot to it. But yeah, that's the front of her. So let's go ahead and move on to the arms. The arms are pretty simple as well. We're going to come to this row with the belt on, and we are going to do 2 red terracotta, 1 red nether brick. Next row is entirely nether brick. Next row we're going to do prismarine right here, And then the rest of the arm is red concrete, and we're going to add some detail to it. We're actually going to build the other arm first, and then we'll add some detail. So same thing over here. 2 red, another brick, 1 prismarine here. So basically, James Gunn has put it, I think the bride is supposed to be the main character of this TV show. So I'm interested to see how it goes. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a 3D detail. So above this block, we're going to place 3 and then put 2 underneath it, like that. And we're actually going to add an additional 3 right here. Same thing on the other side. Should have something like this. And then one last detail, we're going to go and put a red block there and red block here. And that is the front of the torso finished. So let's go ahead and move on to the back, as it is very simple. We're going to do the sides last. I'm going to change it up a little bit. So on the back, we're going to go back by 3, and then on the back, it is pretty much the exact same as you see on the front. There will be a few differences, but basically just look in front of you, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This will all be red since it's her trench coat, obviously. I'm also very excited for you guys to see what my Cersei looks like. She is going to be a great tutorial to make. Um, yeah, you guys are going to like her a lot. All right. And then for the back here, you can go ahead and just place a row like this on the back. It's kind of the back of her collar. Backs of the arms, solid red nether brick for the gloves. And then we're going to do a prismarine here as well. And then the rest of the arm is just red. And yeah, put the one up there too. And same thing with the 3D details, like so. 3 here, prismarine, red. And then 3D details. There we go. And yes, I know some of you are probably wondering, I am actually working on getting a mic. Right now, the past few videos I've been making, I've only been using the microphone that is in my PlayStation 5 controller. So, but yeah, I am working on that, just so you know. So let's go and move on to the sides. So the sides, we're actually going to need. Oh, it's a material we actually don't even have here. My apologies. We only need 2 of them. So we're going to be getting some gray concrete, and literally all we're doing with it. So on this 3rd block on the statue, on the 3rd one back, you're gonna put a gray block there, and that's kind of like supposed to show like that she's wearing a heel. You can kind of see it like that. So kind of like heel boots. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, you can get rid of that now that we're not going to need it anymore. So, but anyways, yeah, the entire side of the statue are pretty simple. It's just connecting everything together. Now there is a little bit of detail on the 3D part here, which I will do in here just a second. So, for the 3D detail on the side here, we're going to bring this all out by 4, and then we're going to take our gold block and replace this 3rd one as well. And there we go. The other side is the exact same. Oh, that's not right. There we go. Yeah, I am working on getting a mic. I'm aware of the mic issues. I've just been trying to figure them out for a little while now, and just kind of money issues in general. So yeah, but I'll get it worked out. And then of course fill in the shoulders just by two. It's a 2x2. But yeah, there we go. That is her. All that done. There's the sides if you didn't get a good look. So anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the head. Um, all right. So for the head, we're going to get our copper and we're going to place it on these two in red blocks and extend it out by two. Two, connect it together, and that makes us have a really good starting point. So let's go ahead and get this started. So for the first, or that's the first row. The second row, we're going to do a prismarine, two copper, two red concrete, and then three copper. I'm probably going to get my words jumbled, so just be with me here. Next row is two prismarine, and then the rest is copper. Next row is one black wool, and we're going to need these materials real quick. You can get rid of the gold and the red terracotta. We're going to need the white wool and the magenta wool. We're going to put a white wool, magenta wool, two copper, magenta wool, white wool, black wool. The next row is one prismarine, two black wool, two copper, two black wool, one copper. The next row is four prismarine, four copper. The next row is one black wool, two prismarine, two black wool, two copper, one black wool. And then the final row of her is entirely black wool. So that's the front of her. Yeah. So, anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the sides. So let's do the right side first. So for the right side, you're really not going to see much of it. A lot of it's going to be covered up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring it back by one because you're not really going to see it, but we're still going to do it. Go ahead and just fill all this in with copper, and we will adjust it as we go. And you can go ahead and fill all this in with black because this will definitely be black. So like this. All right. So So for these, for the side, we're going to do her. I'm actually going to move the black wool next to the white wool. It'll just make things a little easier. So get out your white wool, and we're going to knock out these two blocks and place white wool here. And then we're going to do kind of like a curved pattern until we reach the top right here. And then on this kind of after the shape right here, you're going to fill the rest of this row in with black, and then you're going to fill this row in with four. And pretty much it should just end up at the two block kind of thing, kind of like this. I mean, you're not going to see any of it, but it is there. I guess I kind of explained that really weird. Um, but yeah, that's basically how it's done. The other side is the same, except it's prismarine. Not that it really matters because a lot of it's going to get covered up. So 4, 5, 2, 2, over. That's the ear. And then fill in the rest of this with black. Actually, that won't go there since that's the white. And then the rest of this can be filled in with the white, like so. And then you can go and just fill in the top of her head with black wool. It's all going to get covered up anyways. We're going to have to build kind of her big hairdo. And then fill in the back here. Back is also just solid black. All right. So let's go ahead and make her collar first. Just get that over with. So for her collar, basically what we're going to do is let's come to this side first. And we're going to make her collar pretty much line up with the entirety of the head, and it's going to go back behind the head by one. So it's going to start right here on the front and go back by one. The next two rows are going to come out by two, or come out by one, I mean. So like this. And then that's also going to go back. So like that. So the other side is the same. Bring all that back. There we go. For the back of her kind of collar, obviously you're just gonna, there we go. You're obviously just gonna connect it. Then when it comes to this, just fill all of this in. I don't know if I actually really don't like that. I might end up changing that. Oh, my bad. Sorry, Nina Mazarski. I don't know. You guys can fiddle with it. Oh, I broke that too. But yeah, it's kind of just something you kind of got to fiddle with just to kind of get it right. But anyways, so yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna go for is just this kind of look. So yeah, there's that. And now onto the hair. The hair is going to be probably the hardest part. Um, so let's go ahead and get out our white wool and finish out this. So in total, you should have six of these little points. We got one, two, three, four, five, six, like so. So we'll do this one over here too. So you should have six. And then, so on the row above her head, we're going to take this forward by an additional three. One, two, three. One, two, three. We're going to build on top of this by an additional, let's see. It's very hard to see since it's black, but we're going to do an additional two here. And then obviously an additional two here. And then for this one, we're going to do, actually that goes back by another one, my bad. Two like this, but they're not going to be connected. So kind of do the same thing, connect these, connect, no, don't connect that. So, and then underneath here, you can just fill that in, listen. So there's that. When it comes to the kind of front area, we are going to place two right here, four here, and then fill in this entire row. That looks okay. Maybe that was wrong. It might just be two, like all the other ones. Um, for the next row, we're going to fill in this entire one, and then we're going to bring it forward by two, like that. And then we're going to bring this guy for or in, like that. And then we're going to bring it forward as well, but we're going to put these two on the top. It's really hard to explain. It's just kind of follow along. And then we're going to bring it back kind of behind it, like that. And then you're going to fill this in, and you can obviously just go ahead and fill in this piece right here, because this is like almost the last step. And then up here, you can do this shape. So that was very hard to explain, but this is basically what you're going to want to do. It's just really hard to explain. It's kind of just look at it and repeat. So, yeah, that's basically it. Coming down to the back, fill this in. And then on the back, we are going to do two right here, or a four, or 2 by 2, kind of a 4 block area. And then we're going to bring them out, poking out by one underneath. And then we're going to place a 1 right here, just 1 row, and oh, my bad. I skipped I skipped an entire one. So this is actually the second one. It's just really hard to see this because it's all black wool. So you're actually going to place 2 right here, extend this outward like that, and you're going to fill this like that, connect upward, kind of fill this area in, and then right underneath this white wool, fill it in like that. Don't fill in the white wool though. And then kind of make a stair pattern, and all the way up to here. And then we will do the 2 by 2, bring this out, bring that. There we go. That looks a lot better. And then for the final touch, we are going to add some hair strands sticking off of her. It doesn't really matter where you put these. You can just put them anywhere on the side here, just as long as, and they don't even have to be the same as this, but basically how I make mine is on this side. I'm going to make mine probably right here. So I do 2, and then up, diagonal, go up again like this, and then do 2 upright diagonals, and that's one of them. And then on the other side, I'll do mine right here, do 2 upright diagonal, another upright diagonal, one on top, another upright diagonal. Something like this. And yeah, that is basically the entire statue done. I'll go ahead and get rid of these before I forget. And yeah, so let me get rid of my hand. I know this was a very complicated tutorial. My apologies. It's just a very hard tutorial to kind of um, show off. It's more of kind of like looking at it and just kind of going with it, especially the hair since it's so dark and it's just really hard to see. But yeah, my apologies for the kind of crazy video this was, but yeah, the rest of them will not be like this. So mainly just because it's black. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, my Cersei video will be coming out soon, so just stay tuned for that. But yeah, so Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.